welcome back to Vows and Voyages. Today we just want to talk a little about how we met. So I'll start. We met in college, and we had mutual friends, and so we both showed interest in each other, and we expressed that to our mutual friends. And so then what did they do?
Wrote a letter actually to us. They wrote a letter to
individual
each one of us.
letters, yes. So they slid a little note under my door, slid a little note under his door. And so the note basically said, if you feel the way I feel about you, meet me in the hallway at this particular time. So we both showed up in the hallway, and I'm like, oh, you wrote me this letter? And he's like, I didn't write you a letter. You wrote me a letter. So we had a good laugh about it. But we were, of course, now 21 years together, 13 years married, 2 children. We're so grateful that our college friends did that, because I was shy. I know he was shy. And you were shy. And I know we probably wouldn't maybe have approached one another. I had never dated anyone outside of my race, and I know that he had crushes on women outside of your race.
I had a crush on you.
What about the girl in grammar school that you said you thought was the most beautiful girl, black girl?
Well, I mean,
but still, anyway, that doesn't even matter. You hadn't dated outside of your race, and nor had I. Funny story, my dad told me, may he rest in peace, he said, when you go to college, you're going to come back with a white boy. And I said, oh, no, I'm not. And as soon as he came to meet Eric, he just laughed so hard and said, I told you so. So that was funny, because I had no intentions of going to college and finding someone outside of my race. Not that I had an issue with it. It just wasn't the thing that I was looking to do. I was going to go to school, and that was about it. But it was definitely God sent, because we found each other. We've been together this long, and we're still very much so in love. And yeah, I'm just loving the space we're in.
Me too.
So yeah, that's how we met. And I think what makes a difference in our marriage and our relationship is us. First of all, my man, my husband, is a diehard Christian. I'm a Christian too, but I like to tease him and say that he's a better Christian than I am, because he is always in the Word. But I think what it has taught the both of us is just keeping God first and staying true to those vows that we took in front of God, and knowing that that is most important is what allows our marriage to be really easy. And the fact that we're attracted to each other, we like each other. Don't get me wrong, in the beginning there were times where we just didn't know how to compromise with each other. We didn't know what each other wanted, in a sense, and that takes time to figure out. I was the one who didn't want to get married in the beginning, so we did have a 5-year engagement.
Yeah.
When he met me in college, I was not a Christian. My family was mainly Jehovah's Witness. So I was not a Christian, and I just did not value marriage the way that I did now. I thought in my immature days that it was just a piece of paper, and we didn't need a piece of paper to confess our love. But he convinced me that no, that is not true. And so we, eventually we got married, and we didn't have a big wedding, and we just did it at the courthouse, and 2 of the most important people were there, along with my mom. who is the most important person as well. But his mom and my dad was there, and they are now no longer with us. So it was very special for us. And that's kind of the reason why we, in a sense, don't want to do a vow renewal or have, a wedding or anything like that now, because in my mind it feels like we kind of wash that memory away. And that was just so special for us to have both of them there. So yeah, that's why we don't want to kind of do a vow renewal or anything like that.
Yeah, we've lost a couple people in our lives. My mom, her dad. So it would be what do you want to say? It just wouldn't be complete without them there. So
yeah,
I do want to celebrate as we get closer to different milestones in our life. We've been together for over 20 years now, so I do want to celebrate, with you, and continue to celebrate with you. But yeah,
which we're doing today because our anniversary. That's why we're in the car. We just wanted to make this video really quick because we're in Chicago. We're about to go have dinner. We're big foodies, so we just love to go try new restaurants. So that's what we're doing today for our anniversary, and we're in Chicago, just kind of waiting for the restaurant to get their dinner service up and running. So we thought we'd make this video. But yeah, that's how we met. This is gonna be part 1 because there is a lot to our marriage and our journey and how we got to this space of just easiness and love and peace. I feel like it's been that way for a while, but being in an interracial relationship or marriage period can have kind of its ebbs and flows, ups and downs, mainly from the outside world, or maybe family members who may not agree with that. So there is a lot to that, and a lot that has transpired in our marriage that has really only made us stronger. No infidelity, thank you Jesus, because we are both faithful Christian people, and again, we believe in those vows and we will not break them. I shall not break that 10th commandment of adultery. So
that's right.
I'm scared of God. But I also really love my husband. Like, he asked me, if someone paid you $1 billion, would you leave me? I would absolutely not, because I know that I cannot get the same loving, caring, Christian, God-fearing man that I have now, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. So definitely wouldn't. $1 billion. $1
billion, huh?
100 billion, no.
100, that's a lot of money.
Well, what are you saying?
I'm saying I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm saying that.
So you wouldn't get rid of me for $1 billion either, right?
No,
let's
never.
confirm that. Never ever.
Never.
Okay. So yeah, this is kind of like part 1, how we met, how we got here, that kind of thing. And then we're just gonna keep taking you through our journey, vows and voyages. I'm the talker, as you can see. I talk. He is more of the kind of reserved, shy one. But I'm sure as we go along this journey, he'll have a lot more to say, especially if we start getting into
football. Yeah, absolutely.
Football? No, we'll never talk about that on this channel. But I like your enthusiasm. But yeah, I'm sure he'll have a lot to say as we progress along this journey. If you have watched any of our videos, it's mainly been kind of foodie stuff, but we think it's important for us to get on here because it's called Vows and Voyages. So we want to make it about, marriage, and also being foodies and taking trips and traveling and trying new food places, but also talking about marriage and relationships and how important that is for us and for people who may be on the journey to getting married, for people who may be in an interracial relationship, and things like that. So that's what the channel is going to be about. And this is really our first true video in the car. We're calling it Car Chronicles. That's what we should call it.
Okay.
Car Chronicles.
Let's do it.
Where we put it all out there, you
like
know?
it.
So maybe the next one we'll do in the car, right?
I like it. Let's do it.
So yeah, that is us. If you want to follow us, please do. No pressure, but hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell. We are here. We're building a community. We're talking about vows and voyages and everything in between. Make sure you comment on the video below. We'd love to hear how you met your significant other, or what you've been doing if you're out there and you're single and you're looking for your soulmate. I feel like really a soulmate is a godsend, so you'll know when it's the right one. So anyway, I digress, and we just thank you so much for watching the channel and supporting us. Until next time, loves. Bye.